Hey everyone, Astronaut98 here. Today we are launching a Pelican from the new Halo Infinite release. Yes, right. The new Halo Infinite release just came out, so I figured I'd celebrate by making something in my other favorite video game. Now, sadly this one doesn't have the VTOL capability. I couldn't get the motors to work the way I intended. Sorry fellas. But it is a functional SSTO, which is better than I can say for some of my vehicles. It is a bit tricky to fly. I had to attempt getting in orbit 3 times, but I made it, and here we are doing the final injection burn. So this mission we're on is we're going to pick up a Lazarus pod and use it as a rescue pod. I know this sounds really far-fetched. You have a UNSC Pelican picking up something from the interstellar universe, going to rescue a crew in a Star Wars spacecraft. Yeah. You might be thinking, is Doctor Who drunk in the TARDIS again? There's all these universes colliding. But no. He's not drunk. I'm just experiencing a bit of brain fart because my grandparents' neighbor's house burnt down and I got to watch while I was at their house helping my grandpa shovel off his roof. Because it's winter and snow piles. But other than that, it's been a great week. And I built a functional UNSC Pelican. So here we are approaching the Gardana Prime blockade runner. No, it is not the Tantai 4. That one's already orbiting Duna. If you watch my previous video, link in the description top right. Seamless plug there. Now, what we're gonna do is line up the nose docking port with the belly docking port of the Gardana. Now, once we've docked, we're gonna transfer all the crew into the cockpit of the Pelican and into the Lazarus pod. We'll drop the Lazarus pod in the atmosphere first, and then attempt to land the Pelican. Now that we've got all the crew, we fire up all the main engines, and I do mean all the main engines, and fly away, oh glory, will fly away. And drop off that Lazarus pod. Should be coming out from underneath the Pelican any moment now. There it is. Now we just pop on over to it and line ourselves up for that big fireball. And then we fall through the atmosphere, screaming and panicking and having massive panic attacks because our ship's on fire. But this thing can easily survive atmospheric entry from, like, Mun velocities. I wouldn't recommend any higher than that. I'd recommend multiple passes if you're going to do that. The main chutes are deployed. We get a nice far distance shot to show it touching down. And touchdown! Perfect. Take a look. Looks like it's all intact. Then we recover and bounce back to the Pelican. Alright, so with the Pelican you want to do is aim radial out. Now this thing is basically empty. I mean, almost completely empty. Except for the crew. So its center of mass and center of lift might not be lined up perfectly. But by aiming out, you ensure that your like and subscribe button are easily accessible. No, I'm kidding. You make sure that you have the most surface area into the forward-facing vector of gases. And then you can kind of level out for a little bit to bleed off some more speed at a little, so that way you can dive deeper in the atmosphere, and then you can flare up a bit more to bleed off more speed. And then, once you get going slow enough, you can begin aiming downwards usually towards the runway, but you don't necessarily have to. I just kind of aim for a flat field. And I mean I'm being very loose in the term flat. See? Because it just goes boing, 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 boing. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts and comments below. There's a new video every week for your viewing pleasure. I am the astronaut. Let's fly.